Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw his Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fuck. Travis Kelce. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat bag.
Before the game, he told me, I had a zinger or two today, and I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. To throw, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. So now it goes a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Carr going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. After driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
third down, here comes Jacobs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Carr looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Oh, look at this play call. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's Carr. He hits Adams complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Carr going to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau.
Jacobs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 40-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
White going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got through, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble. He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Carr now on 1st down. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Working from the gun, Mahomes shoves him aside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Pick it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The center receiver in motion to the right. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing now is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a give to Jacobs running right. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it and get the first down. Close it out.
Carr going to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.